Hey, Will King here from High Cotton Homes in Florence, Alabama, and today I want to talk to you about standby generators, how we can size them, how we can make them smaller and more affordable for your house, and how we can use fuel sources like propane gas to replace major power-hungry appliances in your house. It's going to save you money, so let's jump into it. You know, one thing that just drives me crazy is that when I see a majorly oversized generator on a house, you know, I don't know why builders and homeowners or electricians, whoever it is making these decisions, just assume that everything in the house is electric and everything's gonna be on at one time. But what that does is it really just costs the homeowner more money. It costs more money up front when you buy your equipment, pay for the install, and then when it runs and gets maintained over time, it also costs more money because it burns more fuel, etc. So one thing that I like to figure out early in the process with my homeowner is what their goals are. That can play a big part in what size generator they get. But a big piece of generator sizing is getting into propane powered appliances. I like to figure that out early because a propane powered appliance is obviously going to use a whole lot less electricity than an electric appliance. And that's a big thing because when we're talking about overall power consumption, of course, if you replace your major appliances like your water heater, your clothes dryer, your range, your furnace, with propane versus electricity, it can make a significant impact on the overall electric demand, which then impacts your generator size. So let's take, for example, a water heater. I looked this up earlier today before I made this video, and I thought it was a really good example to kind of set the tone for what I'm talking about. So a 50-gallon electric water heater, your standard water heater that everybody knows what that is, right? It's very, very common in the US. It's going to have two heating elements in it, and you know that the only one's going to run at one time, but that's about 4.5 kilowatts of power consumption when that heating element is on. And of course, it's going to vary depending on what size, what model, but compare that to a propane powered tankless water heater. You're talking about going down to like a 0.4 kilowatt. Okay, it's like 400 watts. That is a significant amount of power difference between those two models. Now we take that same gap and we apply it, or that same difference, and we apply it to all the other appliances in your house. And you can really understand how you could go from something like a 26 or 30 kW down to maybe an 18 kW generator to power your house. And that is a big difference in cost and efficiency. If you go to any major generator manufacturer's website, they're going to have free tools that you can enter in things like your square footage, your appliances, your occupants, your climate zone, etc. That will help you figure out what size generator that you need for your house. And once you have that, of course, you can then get it priced and know what you're looking at to back up your house. You can also depend on professionals that you deal with, like your electrician, your engineer. Your propane supplier is always a good source of information. And even the professionals that sell and install generators can typically guide you on what size generator that you need for your project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about generators and how to size them and how you can actually downsize them on your next project. Be sure to follow along here on my channel. And if you want to find out more about propane, you can head over to propane.com, and there you can find a lot of valuable resources and tools to educate you on all the benefits of using propane.